originally part of the competition. There is no smoke without fire. She sure has diabolical power.
Yes. Yes. Her witch mother must have prepared a very powerful charm for her before she died.
True.
See, up until this moment, I still cannot fathom what exactly His Majesty saw in that Rachel thing.
That ugly girl. You.
The sight of her makes me want to throw up.
It has flat bum.
Yeah, exactly.
Ugly.
Precious greetings, my fellow queens.
Fellow queens. Fellow queens.
My queen, have I done anything wrong? Please tell me so I can apologize.
Oh, please. Cut the pretense and save your stupid apology for your dead mother, you witch. Ever since you stepped into this palace, you have completely bewitched our husband. He no longer sees anything good in us. He now prefers you in his bed. Your name, always on his lips. Efetobore this, Efetobore that. What is it? You have been reduced to mere vegetables that no longer have nutrients.
I sincerely don't understand what you are saying, my
Abeg,
please, I'm ignorant of what you are saying.
I cast on the king, so I can at least see you for what you are.
Witch!
A witch! Berajana.
A witch!
Yes.
My queens!
Shut up. Nonsense.
Migo.
Brendo, what is going on here? I could hear your voices from my inner chambers. You, the king requests your presence. Hurry so you don't keep him waiting. And why is the meal taking so long? The king is hungry and you all know he doesn't like to eat late. Please hurry up.
What is wrong with that nonsense? She will not just respect herself and her position.
I wonder, something has to be done in this palace. And real quick.
That rusty bushrat must be embarrassed out of this palace.
Yes.
From the bush she has come, and to the bush she will return. She has no place in this palace. She has met her match.
I give you what? Talk. I give you Efetobore. Yes, I give you Urhobo.
I give you white chalk.
If you concoct, may it be efficacious.
I give you white chalk.
If you concoct, may it be efficacious.
I give you white chalk.
If you concoct, may it be efficacious.
There is no medicine for hatred. And if your family does not sell you, no stranger can buy you. A lie carries many variations, but the truth remains constant. The controversy to throw Efetobore down the bus has reached its apogee, and the vultures are ready to cut away the carrier. The chicken indeed have come home to roost. Hope the fire.
Ovie, my king, you see this apple water? If you take it, the roots inside this thing will make your backbone strong. Kakaraka. All your queens will know that you are not only a king here, but also in the chamber.
A dog does not run in the daytime for nothing. Wise one, to what do I owe this surprise visit?
Your Majesty, I see before I speak.
come and
Yes.
inside about her.
Then, bring her stepmother to me at once.
Bring her here. I'm sure she knows you better.
This cannot be happening.
It can't happen.
What have I done to deserve?
Please, my darling girl, go back home. Go back home and wait for me. When I come back.
The king is waiting for you.
Okay, I'm
Go now.
Go. When I come back, I'll tell you everything. I want to come with
Let's
you.
go.
Wait. Go home. I'm coming.
Mama, Your Majesty.
What was Efetobore's relationship with the young men in our community? Can you swear to me that she was raised properly?
Forgive me, Your Majesty, for I did not know how to bring it to you when you proclaimed Efetobore as your queen. But since it has turned out like this, I have no choice but to admit that when this useless
Quiet, woman! What's wrong with you? Can't you answer a simple question without being insulting?
Forgive me, my lord.
Who's your lord?
When she lived under my roof, I noticed that most of the nights her bed was always empty. That was when I found out that she sneaks out at night to see some boys, Your Majesty. I mean, men! Your Majesty.
Mama, that's not
After all, I'm not surprised that she can bring the same traits back into your palace. They say a monkey in the market square will always remain a monkey in the palace too.
My eyes have seen my ears.
It has seen you.
Tell me! Who dares be on the bed that I play? Tell me right now!
Worry not, Your Majesty. The truth shall be revealed. Right here. Right now.
No.
The truth?
Yes.
By whom? Please, Your Majesty. Please forgive me, Your Majesty. I did it, Your Majesty. Please, Your Majesty. Forgive me, Your Majesty.
Megan!
Your Majesty, this is a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy, Your Majesty. No. Your Majesty. My queen.
Shut that dirty graveyard for the man. Your cup is full and it now brings over. You are nothing but the progress of this kingdom.
Yes.
Your Majesty, please have mercy, Your Majesty. I didn't want to do it, but the queen lured me into this. Please forgive me, Your Majesty.
Take this treacherous animal away and lock him up!
Lure him out.
Your fate shall be decided later.
Please, Your Majesty. Forgive me, Your Majesty.
Efetobore,
She's pretending.
you are hereby banished from this kingdom. Everyone in this kingdom is forbidden to give you even water to drink. Ill luck and disaster shall be your companion for the rest of the days. I, Ovie, has spoken.
I protest.
And what is the reason for this protest?
One witness is not enough to convict anyone.
Yes, especially an allegation of this magnitude.
So what are you suggesting?
We should find a second or a third witness to this accusation.
Very well. I will have to activate the rewind button to... Before the king
judgment.
What other witness do I
My
need?
king, obey.
So be it.
What's done this to you? What's done this
This is the evidence. No more evidence.
The sword that brightens my
It is
sky.
over. Send them away.
The sword that brightens my sky. The firebrand that guides my path. In the darkness, what's done this to you?
Your Majesty, we need no other proof. This is a particular he-goat that comes to my house that he's trying to beat me. He's one of my lovers.
Efetobore, you are hereby banished from this kingdom. Everyone in this kingdom is forbidden to give you even water. Ill luck and disaster shall be your only companion for the rest of the day. I obey.
The part of a liar is a short one. And one good lie deserves another and another. But when and where will it end? A lot seems to be unraveled concerning Efetobore's banishment from the obvious conspiracy. The wrong of the fowl will definitely be revealed when the wind blows. But until that day, Urhobo has become a lost king with so many disheartening thoughts. The puzzle would not come together. It seemed the gods had forsaken him. The days passed. The months rushed. The years flew by. And Urhobo became a shadow of himself. Meanwhile, outside the palace, Ochuko continued to plot and scheme as she sought to devise new methods to make her own daughter, Obaro, the new queen.
Greetings, greeting, Your Majesty. Ochuko.
Why are you here? Did you take a leave of your senses or something? Or are you blind to the fact that we're not listening together?
I know, Your Majesty. But I need to discuss something very serious with you.
Too serious that you had to come into the palace. Couldn't you have waited till a better time?
No, it couldn't wait.
Alright then, let's hear it.
Now that evil daughter of a wretch is already out of this palace, I want you to help my daughter Obaro to come into the palace as the king's fifth wife.
Enough! Who? Where? Which palace? Who are you to come in here to spew such nonsense? To make such incredulous demands?
Please calm down, Your Majesty. Our people say when the left hand washes the right hand and the right hand washes the left hand, both hands will be clean. I mean no harm. After all, I helped you in getting rid of that stupid Efetobore. It is only right that you help my daughter come into the palace as the king's wife. That was why I haven't got myself involved in the first place.
Look, Ochuko, the only favor I shall grant you is to kick you out of this palace and to make sure you're not to be seen anywhere here. What nonsense.
Okay, I shall leave your presence. But perhaps, when I seek an audience with the king and tell him how we conspired in making sure his new wife was banished, maybe you will listen.
How dare you? Ochuko, you wouldn't dare. You wouldn't want to implicate yourself? Because if I go down, you will too.
If I go down, you will too. Your Majesty, as you can see, I was never up. I have nothing to lose. But you, on the other hand, are you?
Wait. There's no need to go to the king. We both know that it is better for us and the kingdom that things remain the way they are. Okay, tell me what you want me to do.
The only thing I want is for my daughter to get what is rightfully hers. It was her the king chose at first, until he set his eye on that evil thing.
Ochuko, let me give you farmlands or gold.
Oh, please! Your Majesty, it is either that or nothing. Wait. I can as well go to the king and tell him everything, and I'm not scared of the consequences right now.
I have heard you. I will do as you have asked. Besides, I already have a lot of junior wives. So what is one more, right?
What is one more? And I'm sure we'll make very good in-laws.
Yes,
Your
yes.
Majesty.
Okay, you need to go now, please. I don't want anybody to see you here.
So early, you even drink, I will not.
Please, go.
Okay, good night, my in-law. My in-law, my in-law.
Do not share any meat with your teeth. If you do not have plans to partake in the eating, Ufoma's hand had been forced. She had no choice than to convince the king to take Obaro as a new wife. Should we say the queen has finally met her match in Ochuko? But there is something you and I do not know. Time is a revealer of all secrets. No matter how long it takes, the truth will always come to the fore, and good will always triumph over evil.
My queens, I called you here today to introduce your newest and youngest co-wife to you all.
Your Majesty.
This is Obaro. She's my newest addition to this household.
Your Majesty, you didn't tell us we were going to take another wife.
Yes, Your Majesty. This is so sudden.
And when and where exactly does it say that the king needs your permission before taking decision on urgent matters of state?
Your Majesty, it's not like we...
Listen, you all. I am the king, and it is the deaf ear that is zapped with the head. I will not have anyone question my authority.
My king, we are very sorry. You are very free to marry as many wives as you please. Who are we to argue with you? I'm sure my junior wives here did not mean any harm. Please, my lord, I apologize on their behalf.
Listen, you all. I called you here to introduce her in order to avoid asking irrelevant questions when you see her in the palace. She is my new queen, and she has equal rights with any of you as my queens. Now, that will be all.
What exactly is happening in this palace?
I wonder.
When will the king stop taking new wives?
I thought that you'd have learned. For after what his last harlot did to him, that miserable smelling thing.
Hey. Where do you think you are going?
Inside, of course. Inside where? Are you blind? Can't you see that? Your senior wives are still here. Amoemo, senior wives my foot. If I am blind, then you all must be deaf. Quickly. Or didn't you hear the king, our husband, said we all have equal rights in this palace?
You must be very stupid.
Oh, please.
Hey!
I am still talking, and you are not allowed to cut me mid-sentence. Now, one thing you all must know is that I am not Efetobore, my stepsister, whom you all treated like trash. You see how I borrow. I may be many things, but foolish definitely isn't one of them. So, mind your business. Don't step on my toes. Old cargoes. I have better things to do.
Go back here! Go in there! Go back here!
Milioja.
Now you all have met your match. It is now you people will know how I felt when the king kept on taking you people one after the other. Enjoy.
Gods, in their great anger, have cast a dark shadow over beautiful Urhobo land. The fairest of communities now lies in ruins. In the days of great anger, the gods have shown no mercy, even to the palace of Ovie and Urhobo. In the days of great anger, every home is affected because of the evil perpetrated in the land. The gods have withdrawn their protection as their enemies attack, invading and ravaging their land, stealing and looting their crops, raping their wives and young maidens. The gods have consumed the entire kingdom like a raging fire. They have brought unending sorrow and tears upon great Urhobo land. The memories of the good peaceful days have been blotted out. A drastic plague afflicted the land. Many of the villagers woke up with different ailments, diseases without plague.
My lord, the land is in chaos. There is disaster everywhere. Our neighbors are infiltrating our kingdom. Our people live in fear. They are all afflicted by inexplicable maladies. My lord, our people are scared of sleeping healthy today and waking up to see affliction without description all over their bodies. My lord, no household is spared from this.
The eyes become a fountain of tears when the nose is afflicted. Do you imagine that I am blind to the plagues that ravage my
We are
kingdom?
not saying you are blind, Ovie. We are saying that we have to talk about this thing according to how we are supposed
I do not need you to tell me. My spirit is poured out in pain, seeing the desperate predicament of my people. Little children, dying and fainting in the arms of their mother, dying and fainting in our communities, crying out to their helpless mother for food and drink. Their lives ebbing away like the lives of warriors in battle. They gasp for breath as they faint and die in their mother's arms. Oh, who will comfort us? Who will comfort my people? Who will save Urhobo land? I do not need you to remind me of the plagues the land suffers from. I called you here to deliberate on a way forward. Solutions.
Ovie, the gods are angry.
They are angry.
This is not natural.
At all.
Even our priests and helpers are helpless. Not only are we afflicted by diseases, our rivers have deserted us. Our fishermen now return home with dead fishes.
Dead fishes!
Because our waters are polluted. This is an ecological disaster, my king. It's a bad omen.
Even our farmlands are only good at producing cabbage. Our cassava crops are dying. The yam plants that the only thing that are being pillaged by neighboring teams. How are we going to survive when there is nothing growing? There will be famine in the land soon. I do not have power over you.
Ovie, my household is suffering!
How dare you speak to me in such tone?
Ovie.
My chiefs, I am your king. That is not in doubt. But it is only a fool that claims to know everything. We all have been surprised by the recent twist of events. We need to work together in order to overcome our challenges. Like you said, this is not natural. And where one or two are gathered, there is always victory. Remember, no one of us is as smart as all of us.
True. We cannot explain the causes of pollution in our rivers and farms, which is our main source of food. It is clear that the gods are angry with us.
My people Your Majesty, I was chased out from my family. My sweat, my own farm, by strange youths from another community. Your Majesty, do something.
Kingdom. I have heard. I am not blind to all this. These things you complain about are not just happening to you. We all are victims. My household has not been spared by the plague. My fifth wife, Obaro, has fallen into a strange state.
Obaro?
She can neither move nor speak. Even the seer is bereft of ideas.
Your Majesty,
Okay.
my eyes have seen my ears. Your queen, my Majesty.
Your Majesty.
How does one explain this?
Your Majesty, the gods are angry with us.
This is a curse!
Guards!
This is a curse!
Guards! Run to Ugeli at once and bring me Akoro, the great herbalist. Tell him we are the mercies of the gods. Tell him a stranger has invaded the heart of Urhobo kingdom. Tell him if he still loves this kingdom, he should come with me. Go.
The king will send his messengers across the
You should
world.
provide a solution now.
Please go! The gods do not sleep!
Akorode, the eyes of the gods. Akorode, the wind that can never be tamed. You are welcome to Urhobo kingdom. But how did you arrive so?
Gods do not sleep! They had already sent me ahead of your summons.
Calamity upon calamity. The kingdom is crumbling before our very eyes.
Much.
Please, what do we do to mitigate this disaster?
You have left your pots.
Urhobo koko okpare. Urhobo orere ibisa. Urhobo koko okpare. Urhobo koko okpare. Urhobo orere ibisa. Okpare urhobo jewena orofaje. Urhobo koko okpare. Urhobo koko okpare. Urhobo orere ibisa. Urhobo koko okpare. Urhobo koko okpare. Urhobo orere ibisa. Okpare urhobo jewena orofaje. Urhobo koko okpare. Urhobo koko okpare. Urhobo orere ibisa. Urhobo koko okpare. Urhobo koko okpare. Urhobo orere ibisa. Okpare urhobo jewena orofaje. Urhobo koko okpare. Urhobo koko okpare. Urhobo orere ibisa. Urhobo koko okpare. Urhobo koko okpare. Urhobo orere ibisa.